Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, What the Beck. Today's video is very different. I know I say that all the time, but this one is actually about adopting my cat. And the process I went through was really long. It took over a year of prepping and planning, but I wanted to share it on YouTube because I hadn't seen any other videos on the subject. So if this can help someone, then I hope it does. You might be able to hear the cat in the background playing with a toy. But yeah, there's just proof that she's here. And let's get into it. So the reason I got a cat is as an ESA, which is basically just an abbreviation for emotional support animal, and that's just an animal that helps someone with a mental health condition or emotional disorder. And they're different than service and therapy animals, but they still provide a lot of support for their owners. For example, my cat is supposed to help me with anxiety by offering like a grounding method, and in general it's been shown that cats decrease stress. So for the beginning of my journey, it was like a year ago, a bit before the new year, and I actually asked my family to buy things off of like a cat Amazon wish list instead of giving me money for Christmas, and that's basically how I got most of my supplies, is because my family was really generous. But I also started buying my own supplies off of Amazon and researching exactly what costs there would be in having a pet, or a cat specifically. And little by little I was buying all the supplies so that I would be able to adopt the cat over winter break. So in August of this last year, I went to a psychologist and did a bunch of tests to get my anxiety diagnosis because I wasn't diagnosed before. And once I had my diagnosis down on paper, the psychologist recommended that I get an emotional support animal. And I just had to get that paperwork to my college and have a room inspection so that I could keep her on campus once the break is over. And around the same time that my paperwork was getting approved, I had this really elaborate Google Slides presentation that I gave to my dad, and it was basically just about the budget and care and benefits of having an ESA and a cat specifically. And he and I filled out adoption papers like while my paperwork was getting processed at the school because we wanted it to be done as soon as possible. And the reason I needed my dad to approve is because I still live at his house when I'm not in school, so I wanted to be like respectful of his space and stuff. But yeah, so once my paperwork at the school went through, I had to wait for the rescue to approve me because they needed to know that the school was allowed to have pets on campus. And since she was an ESA, she is allowed. And originally I was looking at getting a calico cat, not like any calico cat, but they had one listed on their website, and she actually got adopted by the time I was approved. So the rescue suggested that I get this cat you're seeing here, and her rescue name was Sushi, and they said she would probably be perfect to be an ESA. And so the rescue gave me the email of her foster mom, and we arranged a time to adopt her the first day that I got back home from break, at the beginning of break. So when I went home for the break, I got her carrier ready. I put in a blanket that I crocheted, a little toy, and then we sprayed like pheromone spray inside, and it's supposed to make her like calm down. And she was kind of like screaming at the beginning because she didn't like being in the carrier, but I think she actually fell asleep on the drive home. And we put her up in my room and set up all the litter box and the cat tree and all that, let her out, and then she basically just hid under the bed for a while. And we actually went downstairs and had dinner for about an hour while she was adjusting upstairs. And then when we came up, she actually wanted to play, so we were playing with a little wand toy, and she actually adjusted pretty well. They said that she was a shy cat, but she warmed up pretty quickly, and she didn't have any trouble like eating the food that we gave her and like using her litter box, which is usually like a sign that the cat is stressed. So she wasn't stressed, and by the second day she was sleeping on my bed, and I've already taught her how to jump up on my chair. And now she just jumps on my desk and looks outside the window to watch cat TV. We decided to change her name from Sushi to Lewis, even though Sushi was really cute and my roommates really liked it. I had planned to name my ESA Lewis because there's a city in California with Lewis in the title, and I have an inside joke with my partner about it, so I wanted that to be her name. If you want to adopt a cat or pet for an ESA or anything else, make sure you do your research because it really helped me and it'll definitely help you. But yeah, overall, it was a really long ride to get here, but I still can't believe that she's actually like real because I've never had a pet before. So yeah, that's my story of adopting my cat. Bye.